Good morning and welcome back to Heat. So it is nice and early in the morning. I'm just watching the sunrise in the trees behind me. I have been grinding away to try and get resources in order to do a little bit of development. Now, according to the Steam discussion page, there will be an update to Heat next week, early next week, hopefully. And that means that our server will be probably wiped. I think it's long overdue. There's quite a few people on our server. Details are in the description if you'd like to join. And there is a little bit of lag in a few areas where people have built quite close to each other, and they've sort of built quite substantial buildings and settlements. So it's probably long overdue. But with that wipe, obviously, I'm going to lose all progress. Now, there was one particular item that I was very close to obtaining, so I wanted to try, if I could, and get that done before the wipe happened. With that in mind, I have been very busy grinding rocks with the shipping container to make money, gathering resources, and putting those all together in order to unlock some research. So, what I've done is I've unlocked artillery ammo and the iron field cannon. Oh my god, this was so expensive. $3,750 to unlock this, and 160 iron ingots. So you can imagine just how long that's taken. The next level of cannon research, you can see the price comparison. It's just as expensive. $12,500, 250 steel ingots. So, it was a slog, but I'm really pleased to say I've got that unlocked now. So, before we do anything else, I just want to go downstairs and get that underway. I've got the materials ready. We'll just hop over the edge here. And yeah, it was quite a slog. But I've quite enjoyed it, to be honest. It's a good game for the grind, really, compared to other games. I don't actually mind it. I quite enjoy it. So anyway, right, we are going to need all of these iron ingots, and you can imagine just how many I had stashed in here because I needed 160 to unlock the research. Never mind craft it. So I need 40 timber and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 iron ingots. So let's go and have a look at the crafting station. I have put another door in, you'll be pleased to know, in that area there. And this is where we craft the cannon, iron field cannon. Let's see how long this takes. 24 minutes, oh my gosh. Right, so we might do a little bit of cutting of this episode and come back when it's actually finished crafting, because that's going to be a long time. Now there's a lovely animation. I've already used this station once in order to make the cannonballs, but you'll see excuse me, you'll see there's a lovely fire in there, and then this looks like a water barrel at the top. And that's driving a little water wheel. There's a little catchment tub at the bottom there, and that's driving a water wheel, which is obviously then driving somehow these bellows to keep the air moving to get this up to temperature, I imagine. And there's a little, I never noticed that on the top, there's a little chimney. Let's have a quick look, see if we can see. Yeah, little vent. Steam or smoke or something coming out of there. Smoke, I think. So I'm really excited. This was a lot of work, a lot of, as I say, getting a shipping container, standing down there on the shore, and just hitting up rocks basically. So you'll see I've got a few stockpiles lined up. I've upgraded them all to concrete, just to increase the capacity. All of these were full as well, and I've been selling bits and pieces to make some cash. So the iron, I had nearly 3,000 iron, and I've pretty much blown through it now. Still got 1,000 left, so it's not too bad. But we've got what's this? Saltpeter, sticks, copper, sulfur, lead, oil shale, clay and stone. So we've got a lot of resources here. So if we needed any more money before the server gets wiped, I can certainly grab a few stacks of all of this stuff and go and sell that. Okay, so I'm really excited about this, but I've also done some other work in the meantime, obviously, while I was waiting to get, you know, stuff done. I've gone through and unlocked a couple of other things. I'm so pleased I put this door in, I have to tell you. Unlocked a few other things, so let me show you. Actually, let's just check the smelter here. We've got anything to take out of there? No. We'll leave that going for a bit longer. So one of the things that I've unlocked, let's go back into the tech tree, is I had a look at elixir bottles. Unlocked the first glass formula for making the bottle itself, and I think for that you just needed some sand. Forgive me, I can't really quite remember what the recipe was there. Once you unlock this formula in the laboratory, then you cook that in the furnace, in the smelter, and that gives you some little glass bottles. I've got a few left over here. Here we go, 5 portable containers. And you use those in conjunction with some other ingredients to make different potions, basically. So I unlocked the Enlightenment, Wild Eye, Recondition, what's that one? Appearance, that's the one where you can change what you look like and different bits and pieces. Healing, healing needed iron with water and some other ingredients I can't quite remember. Research, and then here I unlocked pickling brine, and this means that food items will spoil 50% slower. And then there are still a few that I haven't unlocked. So this one, for example, elixir of moth, you need $200 to unlock. So all of this took money, by the way. $200, 11 bottles, 55 water and some saltpeter, and that will slow down clothing spoilage. Now that makes sense with moth, yeah. And then durable polish, 250, water and oil shale, and this was to slow degradation on weapons and tools. Now once you craft these things, so you craft the formulas in the laboratory for the bottles, smelt the bottles, and then you get the green ingredients together and you craft them all in the laboratory, and you get given a little bottle in here with your potion in. And the way this works is you take one, it took me a while to figure this out, you take one and drop it onto the food that you wish to preserve. So I have already done this. I have made some cornbread, and this has been preserved with the pickling brine, and now it spoils at 3 days, nearly 4 days. And I also did some baked potatoes, and I did some smoked meat. So smoked meat already gives you a little bit of shelf life, but adding the pickling brine, this one I've had for a couple of days, just extends the life a little bit. So that was something else I did. Let me just have a quick look through. Did I go through and unlock anything else? I don't think so. Yes, I did. I did the final station that I hadn't unlocked, which is the distillery. I'm not going to bother unlocking these to level 30 items because I ended up buying those anyway. But I unlocked the distillery. Let me show you what that looks like. And I put it in here, probably a bad place, but it seemed like a good spot because we've already got the smelter down there. And here's the distillery. I think it's a brilliant model. I love the copper colour. The copper wire coiled down there going into the pipe, going down into the bottom of the that pot there. And then there's a little pressure gauge. You know, there's a nice amount of detail on these models. And in there, this is one of the only station that I haven't bothered upgrading, to be honest. It just didn't seem worth it because I probably am not going to get time to do it. But in there you can make moonshine and kerosene. You do have to craft the formulas elsewhere, and I think the formulas are, this is the research path down in the laboratory section, and you unlock moonshine mash first, kerosene, so that takes oil, shale, water and some money, and then you've got whiskey mash as well, and beer hops research. So that looks a pretty interesting tree to unlock, and I've actually seen Ono use this this tech, and you get a kerosene formula crafted in the laboratory, I imagine, I can't quite remember, and then you actually process it in this station, and that gives you kerosene that you have to craft a barrel for, I think. That is probably in here, isn't it, somewhere? Menu there, probably. Yeah, kerosene can. So you have to unlock this kerosene can, and then together with the formula that you process in here, you can make a stash of kerosene, and you can make some very lovely sconces. I think they're in here. Where are they? No, there's a lantern. That would be lovely to have, I think. I don't know whether that needs kerosene, but this is the kerosene sconce. And then you've obviously got the little kerosene lamp, and then you've got a kerosene hanging lamp, and I think these all look absolutely fantastic. I would like to get those done, but perhaps in the next playthrough. That's a lot of work to unlock those right now. Okay, so that was pretty much everything that I've done. I am now completely out of money. I think I've got about, well, $140-ish. I have my land claim taxes paid for the next 4 days. But to be honest, after this episode, I'll probably not be playing on the server until after the wipe. I've pretty much done everything that I think I can probably achieve this time round. Let's have something to eat and drink. I'll have a couple of pieces of smoked meat because, you know, it's starting to go off. Oh, and I should probably show you the garden that I've replanted too. Let's get some water. Okay. So, I replanted the garden. I've harvested this and replanted it twice, I think, since the last episode. And we've got stuff ready to pick by the look of it. So we could probably pick this and get some cash. Right, okay, let's do that actually. Get some beans, get some corn, some berries. So we won't be hungry. Let's have a look. What have we got here? Oh, potatoes. Potatoes are great. Baked potatoes in the oven give you quite a bit of energy for a while, and they last for a surprising amount of time. I think farming could be quite profitable. It is a little bit of work, but it does, once you've sort of set everything up and watered it, it does take care of itself for a certain amount of time, so it's not like you're sort of standing over it for a long time. Looks like we've got some tomatoes, and some of the items disappear when you pick them, and some remain for you to carry on picking, which is nice. That's a nice touch. So you get a couple of crops from corn. I think you get a couple from berries. Cotton looks like you only get one, and I think beans as well. You get a couple of crops from beans. I wish you could make strawberry jam. I'd like that. What was that? Turnips and some cabbages and some carrots. You know, it's a pretty good. I'm only using at this stage mixed seed as well. Just the stuff that I've gathered as I've been sort of running around harvesting fibre, and you get given a certain amount of mixed seed, and I've been sort of storing that. and using that for the planting. And I've been putting gromentum down, so the rot, if you put a bucket or two of water in a storage container and just let it go off, you get an amount of gunk, and then you put that in your compost pile, and that will give you gromentum, and food waste, once that goes off, rots down, and again compost that, and that gives you something else. I can't remember if it's I think it's soil. I think the gromentum is from the rot, and the gunk gives you soil soak, so it means you don't have to water as often. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got quite a harvest. Should be some good amount of money here. I might keep the potatoes because, as I say, they're 3-day, well, almost 4-day spoil rate. Don't need the carrots. I could make some baked beans. In fact, we should probably go and do that. Let's grab... Sorry for the noise of the door. That is the loudest noise, I think, in the game. Ambient sound almost. So it looks like we're getting a few iron bars together again, so we could at least repair our tools, so that'll be good. Sorry, I'll put that back in there. I need a bit of iron. I was just going to top that up before we went and did cooking. So all I've been doing is coming here and just dropping... Oh, I need more. Gosh, dropping a bit of iron in and topping the charcoal up. Have I not got any iron left? I've got no iron left. Okay, let's go and grab a little bit. And we can have a quick look at how our cannon's coming along. 10 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. I've been waffling for a little while. Let's grab some iron. So you can see I've really depleted my stock. Right, I am going to shut the door. Sorry for the noise. I don't know why that was disproportionately louder than everything else in the game, but... Okay, okay, so I just drop a little bit of iron in, and then I top up the charcoal, and we're done. Okay, so when we come back there'll be another few bars. So I'll drop this iron off because it is heavy. Let's put you here. And that little bit of iron we'll just drop in there. I've sold off all of my animal skins. I had a few beaver skins, I had goat, I had sheep, quite a few sheep, and I think a doe, and a buck I think as well. And we've got quite a bit of wool, which I think you can turn into thread. I've made some leather. But I sold a lot of this because knowing that the server was going to get wiped, it just didn't seem like it was sort of worth keeping anything, and I needed the cash, so yeah, it all went. Okay, let's have a look down here at the prep station. I think what we'll do is we'll make a little bit of cornbread to start with, and while that's going we will drop a little bit of charcoal. We will probably need 50 in here, and we'll make some beans. 7 beans makes baked beans, so you need to make sure that you've got a stack. That's interesting. It doesn't matter if you put 9 beans in, it still turns them into baked beans. That's something to be aware of, isn't it? Okay. What we could do is drop a couple of potatoes in here. Do some baked potatoes. And let's get our cornbread. Cornbread takes a while to prepare. And I don't know whether it's worth really doing this. There's our potatoes. It looks lovely with a little bit of topping on top. I can't work out whether that's sort of bacon bits or tomato or chilli. Maybe a bit of cheese on the top there. I'm not sure what that's indicating, but it definitely looks tasty. So I'm just keeping these sort of things on the go. We can craft a few more once these 2 are done. There's just 1 left. 11 seconds. I think in my next playthrough, and I will be playing through this again, I will definitely make more of an effort to make a house. So I'll probably make a kitchen, some sort of workshop adjacent to the house for some of the other things, and just try and fit it out a little bit more and explore some of those sides of the build, the furniture and the layout and all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of ways that you can kind of play this, I think. It's very interesting, the options that they've given you. Make a few more cornbread. Right, so we're sorted for food, I think. And we can go and sell the rest of this crop. We could make some strawberry tarts. I just need to buy a couple of eggs and some strawberry pies. That might be nice. Let's go and see. I don't want too many, but we've got a couple of flour. So if I buy 3 egg, I'm going to sell the tomatoes for now. Let's just see how much these tomatoes on their own. $21. That's not too bad. Yeah, and let's get rid of the Saskatoon. Some sort of berry. They look a little bit blueberry-like, don't they? And we'll get rid of the fine cotton. The rest of these beans, because they're no good to us, we need 7. And unfortunately, you can't stack between categories. So if you need sort of 15 strawberries and you've only got a superior strawberry and then another stack of, you know, 1 or 2, well, maybe 1 regular strawberry, you can't combine the 2 across the stack to make an amount that matches your recipe, unfortunately. I think that's everything I want to sell for now. Let's ship and receive that. Okay, let's go back and check how our food is getting on. And we'll pickle some of this as well. Nice, okay. Do you want to do more? We may as well. We may as well. So let's dump all of this in there. Yeah, cool. Okay. So, is there anything else that I've done that I forgot to mention? I don't think so. If anything else is ready to pick out here. Oh, eggs. Yeah, okay. We'll leave that door open. It's a nice day. It's nice to have the door open. 7 seconds. Great. Okay. Oh, I should have ordered the eggs at the same time. Oh well. Foodstuffs. So, I think if we get 3 eggs, we'll take that cash. Let's just do that for now. Wow, that's taken all that money. Oh, my poor cash. I had like 4,000 odd dollars in here and it was so nice to see. And then that development for that cannon just sucked it all dry. That was so expensive. I mean, I can understand if you start playing this from scratch on a new server, knowing how everything works, you can definitely make money early on. And perhaps unlock and develop things more quickly than I did in my first playthrough. I really wasn't too sure of how things worked and how best to sort of maximise my money making. So this was a little bit of a slower sort of setup. It took me a while to get to this place. So the next time round, hopefully, we can get a nice big house somewhere up on a hill somewhere and hopefully get it furnished. This is very much a very modest, modest house. Oh dear. But it's been fun. I really enjoy this game. There's an awful lot to it. I'm having a lot of fun. And it's fairly stable, I have to say. Let's pop the beans away. We've got a little bit of cornbread there. I'm going to wait until the rest of this cornbread is done before we pickle the batch, because I think that'll be better for us. Okay, these are all done. Let's make some lovely strawberry. Let's make one strawberry tart. Wait for that to do. Let's go and pop the... oh no, cornbread. We need to cook this cornbread. There we go. Get that done. Oh, we've only got 2 flour. Okay. Oh, no, that's because I've already made one of these. Okay, being silly. Right, let's make... that makes a batch of 2 strawberry pies. So, is there anything else we want to make? I think that's all I've unlocked. Yeah, let's do that. Nice. Okay. I'm looking forward to... oh, I could just eat a baked potato now. They look so nice. Let's have some meat. I think this is goat from my my last hunting trip. There's a lovely goat spawn and a sheep spawn across the water there, so that's been pretty useful. Okay, let's cook the strawberry tart, and hopefully these will be done. They are. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're going to get 4 of these. That's good. I have cooked all this stuff before, but it all went rotten, so unfortunately I couldn't show you, but it's nice to have this this to show you this time round. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. There we go. So we'll get these next 2 on the go. They take a while to cook. Let's go and put these cornbreads away. It's a shame, really, that the server is going to be reset, but it's necessary. I do understand that. People are experiencing issues with lag a little bit, and this is just because they've just been so successful. Nothing to do with the server. The game is still in early access, and it is definitely by no means optimized, so it runs your PC very hot, especially if you have it on decent graphics settings, and yeah, it uses a lot of memory, so I can completely understand why it's happening. There we go, we've got 9 strawberry tarts. That looks so tasty. I'm gonna have to have one of those. What does it look like? Yep, okay, and then she just smushes it in her face. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Nice, okay, and we've got two more strawberry pie. Well, 2, is that right? Yeah, we've got 4. That's nice. That's quite a decent amount. Do you want to make any more cornbread? I can make another 6. And that uses up all our corn. Good, okay. Let's go and pickle a couple of things. Pickled strawberry tart. That doesn't sound very appetising, I have to say. So these are all raw. These are raw. We've got some more cornbread on the go, haven't we? Pickled. Strawberry tarts and strawberry pies. That only lasts not even 2 days, and the same for that. So okay, let's take one of these. Let's do the strawberry tarts then. So that one is 1 day 18 hours. Oops. And that now is 3 days 13 hours. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What else shall we pickle? I think we need to do the strawberry pies again. Nearly 3 days. And the beans are 4 days currently. Let's see how they change. 8 days. Awesome. So that is really a worthwhile thing, I think. It's quite expensive. It takes quite a bit of work to get to that stage, but you know, we've got all this lovely food. It seems a shame, really, to let it all go to rot, literally. Let's pop all of these in here, and then we can get back in and have a look at how long this cannon has got. It shouldn't be too long now. I think we've been going for about half an hour, so that's everything that I can make. I think you can get chickens in the game, so you can get your own eggs, and you can definitely grow wheat and then turn that into flour. So these patches here are the wheat, these are sort of grassy patches. I didn't buy wheat, this is just from my own mixed seed. And you get that just by going here and chopping at stuff. And if you're lucky, you'll get... In fact, I forgot. Mixed seed, there you go, just in the bottom right there. We get that sort of randomly, so there's no real set path to it, how often you get one, but I made a scythe. As you can see, it's pretty substantial. Whee! There we go. So we got grass and fibre from that. So I suppose if you've got a full field, there we go, 3 mixed seed from there. If you've got a full field of wheat, how awesome would that be? Go and harvest your own wheat and turn it into flour in the flour mill. They've thought of everything, it's very good. Did I shut that? Did I cook everything? Why did I shut that door, I wonder? No. Yeah, I didn't think I had. There's only 4 minutes left on that anyway. Let's just make sure there's nothing left in the smoker. No, there isn't. That's good. Okay. Let's drop the cornbread. Right, that one's pickled, that one's not. Pickled cornbread just sounds not very appetising to be honest, but still. If it works, I'm not going to complain. So luckily these bottles are reusable as well. So I've got a few down here, and I think it only takes sand to craft those, if I remember correctly. Let's just drop all of this away, and the cotton should go in here somewhere. Yep. Nice. Let's go and have a look at our cannon. I'll leave the door. It's finished! Oh my gosh, could you imagine how heavy this would be? Oh, look at that. And I cleared a little space on the deck here. I'm going to place it down in this location. Purely because there's a goat over there that keeps running after me when I go over to gather iron. And I'm hoping we'll be able to take the goat out. Iron field cannon. Oh, it takes a while to deploy. Oh. Let's take the hood off. Wonder how long it takes. Oh, it's pretty good though, isn't it? It's getting... No, I thought it was getting darker then. Makes a cool noise. There's the little padded pokey things that you stick down the barrel to push the charge in, the wad in, and the ammunition. Chargers, they're probably called, not pokey things. And then there's usually a little spot for you to put a little charge of gunpowder on the firing ignition area. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Let's just, while it's deploying, I did want to see it actually deploy, but I think it might take a little bit longer. Let's get the ammunition and see if we can get this fired. So I made 3. I don't know if I'm going to need anything else. I'll leave all the doors open just in case we have to run backwards and forwards. It's done! Iron field cannon! Wow! Let's take the hood off again. Whoa! That is so cool! How about that? I might need a few photos of this actually. Might try and get one with it actually firing. There, I've got my name in the shot there as well. Oh, it's been such fun, this game. This has been a total and utter grind. It really has, but I think totally worth the effort. Okay, how does this work? Oh wow. Let's have a look at the... Right, so we've got open, move, lock, aim, no ammo to fire. How do we aim then? I wonder how we aim. I don't want to waste this. Right, reload. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see. So it's moving. Oh, I'm not going to blow his house up. I wish there was a sheep on the shore. Hang on. Right, let's have some... Oh no, I was going to say let's have some of that chew, that hunter's chew, and see if we can see a sheep. No, okay, let's aim. So... Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay. Right, we don't want to do that. We want to probably have it go up in the air. No, I've got to be careful. I'll show you something in a second. I don't want to send this shooting off too high in the air because there's somebody over in that direction, and could you imagine if I actually hit them with a cannon? Okay, 3, 2, 1. That hasn't gone up in the air anymore, has it? No, let's just aim that down a little bit. I am worried about this. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Oh my god, it hit the shore. That wasn't a bad shot. That was kind of what I was going for. Oh my god, I love this thing. Okay, I'll tell you what, let me show you the thing that I was worried about. So I'm just going to hop up here just for a bit of height. What I've been experimenting with is just having a look at the local environment with arrows. Now, if I show you, maybe like that. There's a person over here. And could you imagine if I hit them with a cannonball? That wouldn't be very neighbourly of me. And there's a lovely person down here. This is my other neighbour, and I think I'm going to hit your house. Oh my gosh, I apologise. That was not an attack. That was just me having a little bit of a look at your property, and it looks very nice. They're going to think I'm the bad neighbour. And then we've got this one here, and then there's some... Oh gosh, there's a bandit camp over in this direction. I think if I sort of stand... Let's try that. There was a bandit camp. Here we go, yeah. I was taking pot shots at them. Hi guys. So if I kind of aim at the trunk and down a little bit more, hopefully we won't hit the tree. Oh, perfect shots. I don't think that could have been any better considering. Yeah, this is the trouble. That tree is just in the way. I wasted about, nice. I wasted about 50 arrows doing this the other night. And they don't pop out of their, yeah, there we go. They don't pop out of the tent either. If you hit the tent, you'd imagine that they come sort of darting out to come and fight you. Oh, you could see the arrow next to... You could see the previous shot. Yay! Look, see the 3 arrows there. So if I hit that just a little bit more to the left... That should hopefully be right next to... I could probably make a smiley face if I so wished. Anyway, so I was having a bit of fun doing all this. And you can really see quite a distance across the map. So let's have a look in this direction. And all the trees are rendered in. This game is very, very clever in that respect. And you get a good feel for what the landscape around you is. So very early on in the game, I personally, next time round, will be making a bow and arrow. Oh, there's a nice mushroom there. I'll be making a nice bow and arrow and using that to explore my surroundings, to pick a location to settle. There's the train track. I wonder how far along the track we could go. There's the train! Do you think we could hit the train? Okay. Oh gosh, I think I've buggered that up. We could have done, I think. Yeah, let's try. I think I've missed my opportunity. No, there's the train! Nice. Oh, fun with arrows. So probably about here, maybe. We'll just head down in this gap. No, that's too shallow. Let's see if we can kind of intercept him a little bit further along. Oh, we're very close to him in that direction, I have to say. I think that's going to hit a tree. Oh no! There's some lovely areas. Yeah, but anyway, so could you imagine if I'd have shot that cannon and hit that poor guy's building over there? I would have been mortified. Okay, let's go. Let's go and fire this thing again, I think. So, aim. Let's see. That's about where the sheep fires. I wonder if we can follow the cannonball. Just like we do. I am wary of aiming it over so much in this direction because of that. If you look at the map, for example, where I'm aiming here is right on the edge of this guy's boundary. That was the guy that we just saw with the arrow across the water. Oops. Let me drag the map a little bit here. There's another guy down the lake there, and someone on the edge of this pond here. That's my very close neighbour. That's owner. And then there's a couple of other places I've discovered. I really need to explore the map next time round. But as you can see, if I aim in this direction, I'm sort of hitting this guy's property. So that's not really what I'm trying to do. Let's try that. Can we take the hood off? No, you can't fire. Reloading. Oh, maybe you can. Right, okay. Let's try it now. Oh, you can! Oh, that was just a bit shallow. Okay. Let's do another one, maybe. We'll need to reload. And last one. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Oh, I love it. It was totally worth all that grinding. Okay, let's go and see if there's any damage before we finish. I just want to see. And we might make a little bit more ammo. It doesn't look like it's left any sort of imprint, does it? I wish I'd have killed a goat or something with it. That would have been hilarious. My nemesis, the goats. Oh! Yeah! A little bit of damage. It's cleared away whatever was here. Maybe. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that shouldn't really look like that. But no other real obvious sign. It would be nice to actually aim that at some sort of building, but I would not dream of doing that to one of my fellow builders on this server. But could you imagine if you've got a proper fort set up with battlements and a few cannons like that all sort of set about, and you're firing at each other? God, that would be awesome. I like this cannon, it's very cool. Totally worth it. Anyway, I think that is as good a time as any to leave this episode. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be recording another episode before the server is wiped. We'll see. Definitely not going to delete this this save. We might be back, but if not, and the server does get wiped, I will definitely be doing another playthrough from the beginning with a little bit more of the day-to-day visit. I'll still need to do a substantial bit of grinding off camera just because of the nature of the game. We don't know yet what the new update is going to bring. The developers could be, I think, a little bit better with their communication. But, you know, that being said, they've made a fantastic game. This tech tree is amazing. There is so much left to unlock. Anything that is not blue, I haven't even touched yet. So you can just see just how much there is left to unlock. I really didn't get into firearms this time round. I did make one pistol and promptly shot at my building. I didn't make any melee weapons. I didn't even try the upgraded bow or any of the throwing knives. I of course did go for a big cannon. There's the jail, prisoner sort of stuff. I was fortunate enough to unlock all of the tech stations. I did sort of have a quick look at farming, but there's definitely more to do. Food, I started to investigate a little bit. The elixirs were very interesting, and I think the pickling brine is definitely worth it. The loom to do some clothing, there's definitely a few interesting options. I think that particularly, the violet bustle dress, looks very interesting. I think I might have to go for one of those. And I did sort of have a look at the satchels. So, you know, there is a lot left to investigate in this game. So we will be back. Anyway, that is it for now. So thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.